Why did I join Uncaged? Because I'm not a punk. That'll be edited out, right? Mike Martinez here, 38 years old, originally from White Plains, New York. Lived in Houston about 11 years before moving to North Carolina 5 years ago. My story with Uncaged begins probably back in Houston. I had a bunch of friends there, big community there, very involved in my church and building relationships over the years, and basically had my whole life over there. But when I moved out to North Carolina, it was just more rural, more less people, less community that I found that I could relate to. And so I found myself, probably after 5 years or so, just very isolated, just not in a good place mentally, emotionally. And I was going through a transition in my life where, at one time I started, basically me and my wife started in a 1-bedroom shotgun house in a rough area. And through hard work and faith, we just were able to make some changes and come up. And then moving to North Carolina, I found myself basically living, on top of a mountain, and we had fulfilled a lot of our goals, and I just felt empty, like I had no purpose, like I was missing something. And I knew from a lot of my personal growth work over the years that, you can't do this stuff alone. It just makes it a lot harder. You have to do it within community. You have to do it within networks. And you hear people further ahead of you talk about it's all about relationships, and it doesn't really stick a lot of the stuff you learn, but I have learned that, and I knew I needed to take that step. And so I was looking around for a group that I could connect with, that I could relate to, that I could feel comfortable with and grow with. And I just kept coming back to Uncaged. I mean, I love the realness, I love the rawness, I love the culture of guys just sincerely helping each other out. And it doesn't matter what level you're at or where you're at. People will help you. People will jump on a call with you. People will take the time, and you can always find somebody that's been through what you've been through or knows somebody. And so it's just a great connection. And, there just are a ton of tools set up to help you win if you take advantage of them and put them to work. So I joined, after being in the free group a couple months. It was a big step for me, honestly. I'm very independent to a fault. And so for me to lean on a group and become more interdependent was a big step, and it was pretty scary for me, honestly. It was out of my comfort zone and something very new, but I did it and I jumped in, and man, my only regret is I didn't do it sooner in my life to connect with a group. And so my biggest takeaways have been I found community, so I'm not as isolated anymore. It's helped me mentally, emotionally. Purpose, I felt like in Houston I had more a sense of purpose, helping people and serving people and doing work that mattered, and so it's given me that. I've been able to connect with a bunch of guys and help in the groups and be active, and I just get a ton from it, from giving. I get a ton back. And so some of the things that have really helped me were definitely the encouragement through the phone calls and connecting with the guys and hearing people's stories and jumping on posts. And it's helped me stay focused on my goals and what I really want to do. And whereas normally I'm typically ADHD entrepreneur all over the place, now because I've clearly defined who I am and what I want, and I have this group of guys all pushing for very similar things, it's helped me stay accountable and focused. And I got an accountability partner in the group. We jump on a call every week and make sure we're hitting our goals, so that helps me. Another thing has been the 30-day challenge. That was a ton of personal growth work all packed into 30 days, with huge accountability of all these guys doing it together. And so I was able to put together a whole folder full of material that I still go back to and learn from. And it helped me define my dream life, define who I am, define what I really want, and help me to just stay focused on that too. Another thing I've gotten is I've got just a network of guys I can go to in all areas. And also, one issue I had too was working on my marriage. And it was a big step for me to put that out there in the group, and I did. And I was able to get a solid referral. And me and my wife got into some coaching, and we've been doing that for maybe 6 to 8 weeks now, and totally churn everything around. If I didn't have the group, I wouldn't have been able to take that step and get that win. And so, man, that's it. Just the, the community and being in the quarterly retreats, being able to connect with these guys face to face has been huge. What I've seen with Uncaged is it's just a buffet of resources, and you grab a plate and you go in and you fill it up and you get what you need and what you want. And it's there, whatever you need is in there. And then also, I found it to be like part personal growth group, which is awesome, part networking group, which is great too, and part fraternity, like a social club too. Guys can just relax in the midst of working hard and hitting our goals and moving things forward with family and finances and health and everything. It's nice just to be able to go in somewhere and put your feet up and relax and be yourself and joke around and get stuff off your chest. So, look, if you're thinking about joining or going deeper, you can always test it out. There's no, guys are even giving away free months, and you can cancel anytime and all that. So there's no real, if you're worried or on the fence, just test it out. And, the stuff that you see in the free group is the same behind the scenes and even more, where guys are, sincerely trying to help each other come up. And there's no, me culture or whatever. It's just about the team and everyone growing together. So if that's really spoken to you, if that's a step you want to take, look, I'm here. A lot of guys are here. Just message me or shoot me a call or whatever. And always happy to help, always happy to give back, because, I've gotten so much in just the 6 months I've been there. So appreciate you taking the time. Never hesitate to reach out if you need anything. I'll be around. Thank you.